Görsen değil mi?
Yes.
Good afternoon. Amin Banu. Are you ready?
Yes, of course.
Your theme is
Research.
geography.
No, it's a general theme of my presentation.
Hmm?
It's
Nature
about natural.
resources.
Yes.
Okay, continue. Please start. What
Good
is
afternoon,
natural
everybody.
resource?
Resource, natural resources. Natural resources are resources that exist without any actions of humankind. This includes all valued characteristics such as commercial and industrial use, aesthetic value, scientific interest, and cultural value. On Earth, it includes sunlight, atmosphere,
Hmm?
water, land,
Hmm?
includes all minerals along with all vegetation and animal life. Uh, the rainforest in Fatu Hiva in the uh, Marquesas Islands is an example of an un- undisturbed natural resource. Forest provides timber for humans, food, water, and shelter for the flora and fauna, tribes, and animals. Nutrient, nutrient cycle between organisms form food chains and biodiversity of species. Uh, the Carson Fall in Mount Kinabalu, Malaysia, is an example of undisturbed natural resource. Waterfalls provide spring water for humans and animals and plants for survival and also habitat for marine organisms. The water current can be used.
Let's continue our theme, natural resources. What is our natural resources? Natural resources occur naturally within environments. Natural resource is often characterized by amounts of biodiversity and geodiversity existent in various ecosystems. Any material which is part of Earth and satisfy human needs and add value is called as resource. For example, rocks, minerals, soil, rivers, plants. Human is a resource because developing his skill. He can develop as a resource by adding value to the physical material. Value of natural resources, it is economic value, firstly, product of things from natural resources, of course. And the second one is legal value. It is legal value, clean air, fresh water, kills animal and human beings. Authentic value, it is beauty of village, roads, ponds, and their agriculture fields. Types of natural resources, it is biotic. For example, biotic, it is the resources which are living in nature, for example, forests, animals, and etc. Abiotic resources which are non-living in nature, for example, air, water. Other renewables, it is resources which can be replenished easily. For example, sunlight and forests. Forests in Ahirori, there are no forests, but some villages have planted mango. And solar light in Ahirori, the solar street lights are being set up, which is under certain winter in year. And soil in the area of study, the soil was found very productive as availability of water is excellent. The pulses grown, they are good in quality and quantity wise. The agricultural land is large, then other land is like grazing land, fallow lands, water resources. It is in the natural resources. Ahirori is very rich in water resources like wells, canal. Generally, wells are private property there, but canal, ponds, rivers, and mini lake are public property. Animals are major resource of livelihood after agriculture. In the wild animals, nilgal and jackal is the most populated animal who's affected negatively to farmers, and fodders are getting polluted day by day. Excess use of fertilizer and pesticides. This is directly impacting to animals. Use of natural resources. Air required for all living things for breathing used to produce white energy. Animals, plants provide food, clothes, and shelter. Medicine used as mode of transport. Animal dung can be used as fuel, fertilizer, and soil used as the primary nutrient source for plants. It is the habitat of many organisms. Solar light provide light energy, help to plants for making their foods. Wood and tree used as construction material, used to make and utensils, furniture, sporting equipment. Water used for household, agriculture, and transportation. Major problems with natural resource conservation. It is low awareness for conservation of natural resources, exploitation of living natural resources for economic gain, values and knowledge about the species and ecosystem, inadequately known, unplanned urbanization and uncontrolled industrialization. Major natural resources threats. It is habitat destruction, extension of agriculture, filling up of wetlands, conversion of rich biodiversity site for human settlement and industrial development, uncontrolled commercial exploitation. And let's continue. It is food. Policy gaps. Lack of policies for protection of wetlands, grasslands, and other areas, and need for political commitment and goodwill. Thank you very much. Now, dear students, we watch a video about natural resources. Let's continue.
The stove in your kitchen probably uses natural gas to heat your food. Natural gas comes from inside the earth, and when we light it on fire, it produces heat. Awesome. Things people use from the earth are called natural resources, and that's today's topic. Today, we'll learn that things people use from nature are called natural resources. Humans use natural resources for everything they do. And plants and animals also need natural resources like water and air. 3, 2, 1, nice cat. I guess you used them up.
Good thing we're on a planet with so many resources. We could just get more from nature.
Even natural resources can be used up, so it's important to be thoughtful in how we use them. Natural resources are things people use from nature, such as trees.
Clarendon Learning explores our natural resources. Can I ask you for a moment to consider this fantastic planet we live on? It is remarkable. There is no other planet like ours. The planet we call Earth. Nothing like it in our solar system. And there is no other planet like this one, as far as we know, in the whole Milky Way galaxy. Yes, Earth is unique and diverse. And everything we need to live and enjoy our lives is right here on planet Earth. When we talk about the things that are available in nature, things that are found in and on and around the Earth, things that are used to sustain our lives, or things that are used to make other things that we may enjoy our lives, all of these things that the Earth provides are called natural resources. Think for a moment and answer this question. What is the one thing you could not do without? Did you say smartphone? Dude, really? Let me rephrase the question. What is the one thing you cannot live without? And please, don't say your smartphone. Who said cheeseburgers? Now you're getting closer. The food you eat comes from natural resources. Maybe you said you can't live without water or air. Bingo! People need clean water and clean air to live, and these are natural resources. Here is a short list of natural resources, and you may think of many more. Water, air, coal, oil, natural gas, minerals, soil, timber, and forests and plants. I think we could also include things that provide other forms of energy, like wind and the sun as a natural resource. And while we're at it, let's also include animals that are used for food and clothing as a natural resource. Of course, I'm referring to cattle and poultry and pigs and fish and other game animals. Natural resources are categorized in two basic groups, renewable and non-renewable. Oxygen, fresh water, trees, and plants are examples of renewable resources. These are things that the Earth continues to provide, as well as solar energy from the sun and power from the wind. And if animals continue to have babies, they can be lumped in with the renewables. Non-renewable resources, however, are like things that once you use it, it's gone forever. Resources used to provide energy, like oil and natural gas and coal, are non-renewable. These resources were in the earth for millions of years, and as we use them up and burn them up in our cars and machines and homes, they are gone forever. Also in this group would be resources that are mined, like gold, silver, and other ores like iron and metals that cannot be replaced. People began making use of these natural resources when they began making bricks of earth and clay and began diverting rivers and streams to build reservoirs and irrigate crops. They planted seeds to grow food and raised and controlled herds of cattle and mined gold and gemstones to adorn themselves with jewelry. They cut down trees and made log homes. Early people used different resources to trade for what they needed. Natural resources were and are like money. As you probably have figured out, it is by using these resources that the economies of the countries of the world grow and develop. Jobs are created as natural resources are used. For example, ores are mined to make steel to make cars. Timber is harvested to make lumber to build homes. Plastics and glass get their start from the resources the earth provides. Clothing and textiles, medicines and machines. Everything gets a start from basic materials provided from what? You guessed it, natural resources. Where does milk come from? Did you say the store? Where does it really come from? Food comes from something that begins in the earth, our natural resource. Right now, the people of Earth rely